Hello everyone, welcome to the geography class of standard 9th. The lesson that I am going to take today is lesson number 16, pollution, types and sources, given on page number 124 of your geography textbook, with the following objectives: to know about pollutants, classification of pollutants, types of pollution, air pollution, its source and cause, water pollution, its source and cause, soil pollution, its source and cause, radiation pollution, its source and cause, noise pollution, its source and cause. Today, that is on the day 1 of the lesson, we will learn about what is environment, environmental pollution, pollutants and different type of pollutants. Now children, what is environment? An environment is everything that is around us, which includes both living and non-living things such as soil, water, animals and plants, which adapt themselves to their surroundings. The environment plays an important role in the existence of life on the planet Earth. Children, this is the picture of environment. Now children, what is pollution? Pollution is the process of making land, water and other parts of the earth or environment dirty or unsuitable for human use. Thus, pollution is the introduction of contaminants into the natural environment that cause adverse changes in the form of killing of life, toxicity of environment, damage to ecosystem, and aesthetic, that is scenic beauty of our surroundings. An unwanted change in the environment which involves the physical, biological, and chemical changes involving air, water, and land, which affects the human life in one way or the other. Pollution has become a serious issue after World War II in developing countries due to unchecked rapid industrialization, that is, increase in the number of industries. Pollution is the root cause of many diseases that kill and disable living organisms. Now, let us read lesson from your book. For that, you need to open your book on page number 124, lesson number 16, pollution, types and sources. Everything living, that is humans, plants, animals as well as non-living, like buildings which surrounds us and influence our activities, that it affects our daily work directly or indirectly, is called as our environment. In the past, human beings lived in harmony with the environment, that is, they lived in peace with the environment, which means that there was a balance between the man and natural forces, and man had a consistent, orderly relation with the earth. People were nice to the Mother Earth, and Mother Earth in turn provided them all the things of their necessities. The relationship was guided by the fact that man belongs to the earth and not the other way. This is the picture showing the polluted environment to the left side and the clean environment of the past on the right side. The harmony, that is peace between human beings and environment, was disturbed by the rapid, that is quick growth of population, excessive urbanization, which refers to the rapid growth or increase of population of a place, and to spilling off over from city to nearby areas, and increasing consumerism in the modern society, which means the consumption of goods and services by the people in large quantities. Human beings are exploiting the natural resources at a much faster rate and on much larger scale than ever before. This has done great damage to the environment. Exploitation of natural resources is the use of natural resources for excessive growth accompanied by the environmental degradation. Children, this is the image of rapid growth of population which has disturbed the harmony between human beings and the environment. This is the image showing the increasing urbanization, that is settling of the people in towns and cities on a large scale, leading to the depletion of natural resources and disturbing the balance between the human and the nature or our green environment. This is the image showing the overexploitation of natural resources at a large scale, which has caused a great damage to the environment. Now coming back to your book, there has been a large scale increase of unwanted materials in the environment due to exploitation, that is overuse or overutilization of natural resources, that is use in excess or more than the need. Any undesirable, that is unwanted, change in the biotic or abiotic components, that is the biotic component or any living component that affects another organism or shapes the ecosystem and includes both animals that consume other organisms within their ecosystem and the organisms that are being consumed. And abiotic components are non-living chemical and physical parts of the environment that affect the living components or organisms and the functioning of ecosystem. So, any undesirable change in these biotic and abiotic components of our environment is harmful to living organisms. That is called as pollution or environmental pollution. So, children, what is environmental pollution here? Environmental pollution is any undesirable change in the biotic or abiotic components of our environment which is harmful to living organisms. So children, as told earlier, this picture shows any undesirable change in the biotic or abiotic component of environment which is harmful to living organism and thus refers to environmental pollution. Now children, coming back to the reading, the pollution can be of air, water, that is fresh or marine, referring to the salty water or soil. The harmful radiations or very loud noise are also harmful to the living organism as they may damage the cells that make up human body. The damage due to environmental pollution can be short term or long term, that is it can be temporary or permanent. Now children, my next term is what are pollutants. Now children, the pollution can be done through the introduction of harmful materials into the environment. These harmful materials are called as pollutants. Thus, the substances which are present in harmful concentration, that is amount, and is the agent who causes pollution is termed as the pollutant. Pollutants can be natural or created by the human activities like volcanic ash, smoke from forest fires are natural pollutants. Exhaust gases from factories, smoke from burning plastics, trash or garbage in water, all are pollutants created by the human activities. Pollutants damage the quality of air, water and land. Many things that are useful to people produce pollution. Burning coal to generate the thermal power also pollutes the air. Pesticides, the chemical poison used to kill the insects and weeds, seep into the water and pollutes the water. Pollutants from the exhaust pipe of cars also pollute the air. Children, pollution is harmful to the natural world and the human health. All the living things depend upon Earth's supply of air and water to survive. When these resources are polluted, all forms of life are threatened. That is, they come in danger. Babies are born with many birth defects. Children lose their 30 to 40 IQ points or levels. Life expectancy rate becomes as low as 45 years due to many diseases caused by the pollution of the environment. Children, urban areas are more polluted than the countryside due to their rapid increase in the population. Pesticides and other chemicals have been found in the middle of the Antarctic sheet or in the other remote areas of the world. In the middle of the northern Pacific Ocean, a huge collection of microscopic plastic particles formed what is known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Let us study the classification of the pollutants. On the basis of their origin, pollutants can be classified as primary pollutants and secondary pollutants. A primary pollutant is an air pollutant emitted from a source directly into the atmosphere. For example, smoke, fumes, ash, dust, nitric oxide and sulfur dioxide, etc. Secondary pollutants are formed in the atmosphere as a result of the chemical or physical interactions between the primary pollutants and the other atmospheric components. Examples are smog, ozone, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, etc. Children, to remember both the pollutants, let us have a comparison between them. Primary pollutants are emitted directly from the source, while secondary pollutants are not emitted directly from the source but are formed due to chemical reactions. They are found in the atmosphere in the form they are emitted, while secondary pollutants are found as products of chemical reaction between the atmospheric constituents and primary pollutants. Ash, smoke, dust, oxides of carbon, sulfur and nitrogen are primary pollutants, while SO3, O3, ketones and hydrogen cyanides are secondary pollutants. Secondly, on the basis of their physical state, pollutants can be classified as the solid pollutants. Solid pollutants are the pollutants that originate from mining, agriculture, industrial and commercial waste, which are all the human activities, while liquid pollutants are the pollutants that originate from industries, sewage, toilets and surface runoff, that is the rainwater that goes waste when mixed with the soil. These are the images of solid and liquid pollutants. Now gaseous pollutants. Gaseous pollutants are the pollutants which originate from metallurgical and chemical industries, pharmaceuticals, etc. This is the image of metallurgical waste, that is a gaseous waste. On the basis of their physical state, pollutants can be classified as biodegradable pollutants. Biodegradable pollutants are the pollutants which are decomposed by natural processes, example domestic or municipal sewage. This is the image of biodegradable pollutants. Next is non-biodegradable pollutants. The pollutants which don't decompose or decay naturally or decompose slowly, for example DDT, aluminium cans, etc. This is the image of non-biodegradable pollutants. Now let us read the pollutants from your book. Pollutants are the substances which cause pollution. Pollutants can be created by natural processes or by human activities or both, as I have explained you earlier. The pollutants are classified in the following ways. On the basis of origin, pollutants are of two types, the primary pollutants and secondary pollutants, as I have explained you earlier also. The primary pollutants are those which enter the environment directly from various sources such as carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, hydrocarbons. Examples of primary pollutants are mainly ash from volcanic eruptions, carbon monoxide gas from motor vehicles exhaust, release of sulfur dioxide, etc. Secondary pollutants are those which are formed by chemical interactions between the primary pollutants and the atmospheric gases such as sulfuric acid, nitric acid, etc. Next is on the basis of their physical state, pollutants can be classified as the solid pollutants, which are those which originate, that is starts from mining, agricultural, industrial and commercial waste. For example, metals, plastics, wood, leaves, human waste, animal waste, etc. The liquid pollutants are those which originate from industries, sewage, toilets and agricultural runoff, that is surface runoff having pesticides and insecticides. Some liquid pollutants are petroleum, gasoline fragments like diesel, kerosene, human and animal waste, chemicals including acid, bases, etc. The gaseous pollutants are those which originate from metallurgical and chemical industries, pharmaceuticals, etc. Some gaseous pollutants are hydrogen sulfide, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogenous gases, and sulfurous gases, etc. This is the image of metallurgical waste and plastic waste. Next is on the basis of degradation. Number 1, the biodegradable pollutants, which are mostly the organic matter such as domestic garbage, that is the rubbish from your homes, crops and vegetable residues, that is left out, peels, animal dung, human excreta, that is waste, remains of animals, sewage, etc. Non-biodegradable pollutants are mostly the inorganic substances and organic polymers such as plastic, synthetic fibers and rubber, pesticides, hydrocarbons, coal ash and toxic metals, etc. So children, did you know of your book? The first recorded disaster due to air pollution was seen in the form of London smog in 1952. It caused the death of more than 4,000 persons. Smog, as you know, is the mixture of smoke and fog. This occurs when the moisture in the air condenses on smoke particles produced by the burning coal, forming tiny smog particles. It was last seen in London in year 2019. So, at the end of day 1's video related to your lesson number 16, pollution types and sources, I hope that you have come to know about the meaning of our environment. How is the balance between the environment and the human beings disturbed due to the rapid growth of population, excessive urbanization, increasing consumerism, and exploitation of natural resources. About the meaning of environmental pollution, various kinds of pollutants on the basis of their origin, physical state, and degradation. Thank you and have a nice day. Stay safe, healthy, and blessed always.